The life force of your bond. A power like light itself. Unseen for generations. A dyad in the force.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Dyad in the Force, episode 108. Joined by my co-host,
Darth Choco. Hello there.
And I'm Elements, of course. Thank you guys for tuning in this Saturday. Let's get into some announcements. Not many announcements. I believe that High Republic Adventures is coming out next month, February 15th, so about a month out. Another announcement, there will be no Dyad in the Force next week. That is because of Chinese New Year. So I'll be celebrating that, getting my red envelope as a single individual. Choco, what's going on with you?
Speaking of red, we did have that one Star Wars announcement of a Vader miniseries that we're going to be getting. Darth Vader, black, white, and red.
Oh. Well, before we get into that, we have a pop in real quick.
Okay.
What's good?
What's good?
How you doing?
Is up, my dude?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Sorry I'm late.
No, you're good.
Apologize. Can you guys hear me? I'm fine.
A wizard is never late.
Oh.
Do you know that? Do you know that reference?
A wizard is that from Harry Potter?
No.
No, a wizard.
That is
never
sacrilege, DePaul. It is.
Late? A wizard is never late.
Nor is he early.
Oh, Lords of the Rings.
Yeah.
Gandalf, the Gray.
Yep.
Yes.
So, welcome to the show. If you want to introduce yourself and probably make your own announcement for what's coming on Tuesday, you know what I mean?
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yes. So, if you guys don't know who I am, I no one special. Just didn't know me as Jedi Master DePaul on TikTok. My name is Ryan DePaul. I am known on TikTok as Jedi Master DePaul, and yeah. So you can find me on TikTok as well as YouTube on Conspiracy Cantina on Tuesdays. And speaking of Tuesdays, we have a new episode 16, live episode this Tuesday coming out that we'll be doing live. And we'll, I guess I can say the topic, it's going to be Star Wars and gaming. And we're not talking about sabacc or anything like that. We're talking about actual video games that are in real life that are Star Wars related.
All right. As long as you talk about the best one. And yes, I'm talking about Star Wars Masters of Terras Kasi. I'm never going to let that die, all right?
Is that the fighting game?
Yeah, yep, that's the fighting game. You're talking to an Arden Lin main. That's right.
He's never going to let it die.
Never, ever.
Never. Okay.
Shout out to Kenny, Daxon, Naboo, Dr. Matt Studio, Marianne in the chat. What's going on? Shouts of DePaul in the chat.
Hello.
So you, along with whoever calls in to participate in the Real Fans Would Know segment. I don't know if you've watched the last couple of... Have you watched the last couple of weeks?
I have.
Are you prepared?
I am not.
We are. If I could bring this up for everybody here, giving this away.
Nice.
It's pretty.
To the winner of that, and it's gonna be hype. It's yeah, I got this at Emerald City Comic Con. I got a lot of art that I gotta give away, and I think I'm gonna give away as part of the contest closer to the Ahsoka show, a metal print of Ahsoka, Rosario Ahsoka.
Oh, nice.
But any other announcements? Chaka, you got something to say?
Oh yeah. Just still talking about Darth Vader, black, white, and red. Basically, this is an extension of the series Marvel has been doing, which was Black, White, and Blood. So they've. It's the tales for edgy people, right? That's what the series is, right? So, they've did on the Marvel side, they did Wolverine, they've done Moon Knight, and they've done Deadpool. But for this one, we're doing Star Wars, and it's basically going to be anthologies, right? So it's going to be 4 issues, and each issue is going to have mini stories, right? So one of the things I'm excited for, though, that they've been hyping up is Jason Aaron is coming back to write like a through line through each episode, through each issue. And I love Jason Aaron. He's the one that did like Mighty Thor. He did a lot of the cool Thor stuff, which Donny Cates brought into the Venom. But I'm getting sidetracked. He also did the first run of Darth Vader, the Darth Vader 2017 and Vader Down. If you liked that stuff, that's who's coming back to pin some of these. So
nice. So what are you expecting from this? Do we have any timelines or?
Nope. Just that
it's coming.
Badass stuff.
All right.
And I said 2017. I meant 2015. Sorry.
Those are the ones with the scary art. The Star Wars 2015.
The Star Wars ones. Yes. Yeah, that kind of freaked me out. That Obi-Wan haunts me.
How's it going, Chase? Shout out to Chase in the chat. Oh, hi. Yeah, other than that, not many announcements. Of course, we talked about last week Ghost Track 17. We don't know what it is. DePaul, do you have any thoughts on it?
Ghost Track 17.
Yeah.
No thoughts. I'm not even up to date on that one. What is that?
They just announced a new project. They didn't announce it, actually. It's a leak. Someone leaked that Favreau and Filoni have a new project in the works with the code name Ghost Track 17.
Yeah, I could imagine that it might be a Luke Skywalker thing.
That's a left field speculation. We were all talking about whether or not it's going to be a Rebels thing because of the ghost, but it could be that too.
You know what? It could be a branch off after the Ahsoka show. You know, a ghost thing, it's like that. Who knows? Because everybody keep on talking about that. Oh, we want a continuation of Rebels, and they try to make the Ahsoka show a continuation of Rebels, but it's not. It's going to be its own thing. But who knows?
My theory has been that if they include Ghost in the pre-production name, then it can't be about the ghost. You know what I mean? Like,
unless that's what they thought you would think.
Yes.
And do like a misdirect in that way.
I mean, hell, look at it with the ending of The Mandalorian with the whole title of put Plo Koon in there instead of, and then just the left field, it's Luke Skywalker. So
yeah,
misdirect.
Oh, one other piece of news is supposedly we are getting our Mandalorian season 3 trailer this upcoming Monday.
Nice.
Ooh.
So,
good thing I got off.
In the words of, it'll be later in the day because it's during a game.
Oh well.
But yeah, in the words of Scar, be prepared.
Nice. That'd be a good one.
I wonder where we're gonna.
Did you guys get a chance at Celebration to go to the Mando experience?
I wanted to, but most of my time was on lines, as was everybody else's time.
Yeah.
Which I kind of regret not prioritizing just going other places, but I can't help being the person that I am. I want to be on panels. I want to see what they're talking about and stuff.
No regrets, or no regrets, as it were.
You don't have to worry. I mean, hey.
No regrets.
Don't worry. I still got content from there. I got to freaking edit, so I will be releasing that this week.
Awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we actually had a good friend of the channel who worked it, works for ILM, and
Nice.
was trying to get us in, but we ended up not being able to meet up, sadly.
Looks like we have a pop-in. Let's get them in here. Hi. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, I was summoned by the talks of the new Darth Vader comic.
You got thoughts?
So I definitely have thoughts because I literally just picked up. You can't really see it. I just picked up Vader Down.
Oh, okay.
So I actually just had the first issue and I was able to read that, which of course has like one of the most iconic Vader lines ever. I'm only surrounded by fear and dead men.
Yes.
Everyone loves that one.
Right.
But yeah, the red, white, and black, it looked like the cover art and all the variants were of Vader. And the first one was actually maskless Vader in like this kneeling position.
Mm-hmm.
So that got me thinking like too, I wonder if they're going to like, these tales are going to be, because a lot of Vader stuff recently has been him viewing his past and realizing the horrific choices that he's made. So I do wonder if there's gonna be a lot more of this. He's gonna be like reliving all of these like moments where he just annihilated and just went way off the deep end.
I'd say that one without his mask that I saw could theoretically be right after Kenobi leaves. It's like goodbye, Darth.
Ooh,
And
that'd be
then he's like sitting
powerful.
there with like the half his helmet. He's like, oh gosh, takes
I'm
it
so
off.
embarrassed.
Kenobi!
I want to see his crew come and pick him up, and like the Grand Inquisitor is like, "Hey, buddy, don't talk to me. Do not talk to me."
I
smell
smell
the
the
prophet.
prophet.
Layers only hope super chatted $2.16 random drop. Just shot GGB J Pep.
He said J-Pep at the end. Hey, Connor, thanks for that super chat. 179 pound sterling.
Ooh.
Yeah, you were saying before
No,
that?
I feel like though that it's Vader is being focused on, well, not in a redemption arc almost in a lot of these comics, but just like, oops, he realizes, oops, which is I think enough for him, because we got to get to that by Return of the Jedi. He's not just going to suddenly realize just at the shocking scene like, oh, I've been a bad dad this whole time. It has to be prior thoughts, I would hope.
Yeah.
I was just in addition to what Choco was thinking about, it's like that one that where he's like, don't say it, and then the Grand Inquisitor is like, I told you so, and he's like, ugh!
Oh, immediately dead though. That's the anyone who sees him without his mask on is immediately dead.
So that's cool. Something to look forward to, but also there are some rumors swirling now. We're getting closer and closer to Celebration London. There might be 3 movies being announced at Celebration this year.
Sucks.
And we're all gonna like, does everyone hope for after sequels and stuff, right? Like, just we're moving on and going forward in time now.
We don't know.
We might be going backwards in time. Who knows?
I just
don't
want
know.
them
I
to
don't
go
know.
far
Right now,
enough.
we can go back.
Yeah,
Way back.
I would be shocked if it was High Republic. I would love if they just chose, let's do it. Let's dive into the High Republic, the Renaissance of Star Wars. Let's go. It's beautiful. It's colorful.
Listen, if they were talking about doing a whole video game about the High Republic, and with all the content we're getting, the books and the comics and everything like that, and even the Acolyte is set in the High Republic, right?
Yes.
So
It stands to reason.
We got Wookiee Jedi.
hey, man, it's they pumped a lot into it. It's like, you know what, y'all tired of the Skywalker legacy? Okay, no problem. You cried about seeing about the Palpatine bloodline. Okay, no problem. Here, shut up.
Yeah, but I mean, if anything else, Andor shows so many of the writers like you don't need lightsabers. So like literally, we could have a whole movie where it's just Jedi being the field marshals and literally just being like, "You two come here, we're gonna talk," we could see a Jedi on screen without even showing their lightsaber for like half the movie. That'd be awesome.
I would
Just literally
love.
playing intermediate.
I would love a Jedi movie in the vein of Tombstone.
Ooh.
Could you imagine a Val Kilmer-esque like Doc Holliday Jedi? That would instantly become my favorite Jedi.
Now that would be perfect for them to go up against the Nihil.
Yeah. But man, there's
have to
time
be.
periods are just like rife, you know. I mean, in a recent video, like Choco reminded me in my recent video of that I did with George Lucas speaking. He was talking about them, you know, in the beginning, the Jedi were marshals, but we don't get to see any of that because we start at the war. And I'm like, okay, well, let's start seeing that shit now.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So speaking of comics, then anyone who wants to see a Jedi be a marshal, check out the Yoda comics.
I
Yeah.
got number 2. Oh,
Check it
speaking
out.
of Yoda comic, here's a proud parent moment. So my daughter, 6 years old, she's not having a problem read, but she's in that stage. I don't want to read. You know, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do work. And so I'm like, okay, we gotta read. So she's throwing a fit. So I had picked up Yoda issue 1. Totally forgot that I picked it up. So I was like, I'm about to read. So I start reading the comic book. She sits right by me.
Yeah.
And like, she's looking at me. I'm like, what's up? She's like, do you want me to read this to you? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, you want to So I read her a Star Wars comic book.
That is awesome.
That's awesome. Which comic book is it?
Yoda, the new
Oh,
Yoda
nice,
arc,
nice, nice.
issue 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, Yoda 1 was awesome. Yoda 2 so good. I got the 20th anniversary Attack of the Clones variant. I'm so happy. I make good friends with all of my comic shop guys, so they give me the good variants.
Nice. It's so funny. It's so funny that as that comic came out, we were actually done doing like a lounge that I still have to edit. I'm sorry. About like, you know, we had like there was discourse, right, about how the Jedi acted and how they should have acted, right? And then in Yoda 1, there's literally a council like, oh, should we help them? Yoda's like, bitch, we're gonna help them. And then you're like, okay,
So many
clearly the
got
council's
answered
going
and
somewhere.
Yeah. The second I read that panel, I was like, see there, okay.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
And
For
see,
a Jedi to just go, no, we're supposed to help people. That's the whole point. Shush.
yeah. And like I got a comment the other day who was like, I was saying that like, no, the Republic isn't wholly good. Like, you know, there was corruption in it, and that's why Jedi being part of the Republic and serving them their agenda wasn't serving the light. And they were like, okay, so why do you view the Jedi as wholly good? I'm like, I don't. All of my videos are like, this is what the Jedi do. This is what they represent. Results may vary with individuals. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Dooku, for example, who had great intentions, but fell and then made some wrong decisions. So
Yeah.
it's like saying the police, they serve and protect. Okay. Results may vary with certain individuals. You know.
Results, yes. But the only absolute, like it is even stated through Obi-Wan, the only absolutes are the Sith. They exist to manipulate and use the Force and abuse it to their whim and agenda.
And I
Yeah,
will still.
But the other thing is I still, because also on that video, I mean I saw comments saying that means that the Sith equal imbalance, and I would have to say anyone who is bending the dark side to their will is going to create imbalance. So like the light doesn't belong to the Jedi, it belongs to every natural thing. Right? And the dark doesn't belong to the Sith.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But they think it does. That's the problem.
But
They would definitely like to try to make it belong to them.
well, I was gonna say to your point, Dexon, that like just like Choco mentioned a couple of weeks ago, there are people like Darth Momin who wanted to use the dark side to just create things and like be an artist. But even then, it was kind
They
of
started strangling small animals and stuff. That dude was messed up.
yeah.
I've
It doesn't
always
always.
thought now.
Forward into the black, join the Dyad squadron.
Hey, Chase,
Hey.
welcome back.
Hey.
I'll keep you in your regular ship. I think you're already in a ship in the hangar, but thank you for joining again. Connor says, I loved all the quips Yoda would say when he was fighting in issue 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's full of them.
Yeah.
Drew, Hammy D-Man, says we need to move desperately, which is also true. We need to get back
Yeah.
into the theaters. I mean, Avatar passed Endgame. And so, I mean, hey, people are ready to go back to the movies.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, I'm not an Avatar fan. I'm sorry. I'm like,
I don't get
Me
it,
either.
but that's okay.
yeah.
I'm not one either. I did like the first movie. I haven't seen the second movie yet,
I mean,
but I'm
I
not
don't
like
hate
a.
it,
I'm
but
not like
it's
a,
just,
you know.
I don't see the hype. That's what I'm like, dude, like.
I like Dancing with Wolves better.
I don't know. But people have an interest in that kind. I don't know. It's weird.
They just like the blue lady. I get it. As a Twi'lek lover, I understand loving the blue ladies.
I mean, I like blue ladies.
Yeah.
Which is why we need a Chiss Ascendancy movie.
Yeah, we need to deliver on all of the
It's
blue
just an
blue hype.
hour-long shot of our alarm.
Hashtag blue hype.
Yeah. Blue hype.
Hashtag blue era for Star Wars. The next 3 movies are blue people.
Yeah, like everyone is either an alien or like distinctly different. Not a single human.
Chase said the Chissussi.
I actually, though, hot take, I am happy we've kind of had a pause in films. Personally, I feel like there is and mind you, this has been par for the course. You know what I mean? Like we had the original 3, and then a couple decades, and then we got more movies. It's always been a generational thing, and I think now we've just hit a part where we're ready to start moving forward. You know, we had to let some of these, ravenous people run their course and run out of steam,
Yeah.
I also
Well-
hope it kind of shows everyone too, like with the video game world, take your time. Don't just push things out because you think you need to. We will pay for it and way more and rewatch it way more if you just make it good.
See, I agree with Choco on that one, and you gotta think too. Look at it. When the prequels came out, everyone
Hatred.
the hatred, the same type of hatred, if not worse,
in my opinion.
than the
Yeah.
sequels. We just was able to see it more because of social media and internet now. It's so easy access, but so that now that it was like, okay, we gotta let this stuff settle down. Let that generation who loved it grow up a little bit, and now everyone else is gonna die off who hated it, all the haters, and then they'll love the sequels and praise the sequels and all stuff like that. So I'm like, it's a generational thing. It's unfortunately it sucks that has to happen, but we're getting the filler. I wouldn't say fillers, but we're getting good content. I say with the TV shows and the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are people getting these colorful emotes all of a sudden? Cal with the
It looks like a
fuchsia,
Twitch
the
chat.
fuchsia poop. The turquoise white horn goat. What is YouTube doing? I think
Sounds like
YouTube's
a-
trying to create its own Twitch now.
Almost sounds like a jutsu, turquoise white horned goat.
I'm for it.
Chris says Jonathan Majors and Star Wars win.
I would like to see that.
2
Who
years.
did you guys think?
Because he's hot right now. So 2 years.
No. It's really weird. It's actually going to be a trilogy, like Full Metal Jacket, but Clone Wars style, because they're just going to give in to all the fanboys and be like, no, here you go. Here's nothing but Clone Wars and shootings and tootings and 3 movies of it, ladies and gentlemen.
Minimal effort, I'd say.
Yeah.
No. I'm not for yours. I'm saying like if they want to do minimal effort, Jonathan Majors, they're gonna do a sequel to the sequel trilogy, and it's gonna be way older, and he's gonna be playing Finn. since they have a little bit of like, a little bit of course, bumpy road with Boyega. Although we would love to see Boyega come back and play him in a sequential sequel, but if they go farther into the future, that's like minimal effort. Jonathan Majors.
It won't be too hard. Put some makeup on him, make him look older.
So Boyega has been back and forth with whether or not he would come back. Like he did once say that he would want to come back, and I've seen him say that he wouldn't want to come back. And I think the overall is once the fan base stops being a dick to him, then it'll be cool. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him to come back.
Yeah, I feel like the only person who's kind of cursed for ever and ever's sake was like Jake Lloyd. That was pretty much it.
Element, he's barely older than John Boyega. No, this isn't an age thing. This is just me saying like if they needed to recast.
Come back.
You know what I mean?
And people be like, dang.
Finn's
been eating his Wheaties. God damn.
if they needed to recast him and do something a little bit into the future so that it's like it kind of makes sense that she looks different a little bit. You know what I mean?
Also, age as a number and how old the actors look are two very, very different things.
True.
It's one of the reasons why I have trouble taking Tom Holland seriously is because he's like 16 in my brain in every role. And I'm just like, why is that child pretending to be Nathan Drake? This is weird. Like,
that's his Nathan Drake is his Peter Parker. It really is. Like he's doing some like stunts off of a plane in Uncharted, and then he stumbles and he says the same. Oh my God! I'm like, come on now. You got to find another American persona, right? This is getting strange.
I really hope if they keep the trend up with the fellow movies too, though, is like they use a lot of unknown actors. That's always been one of the best things with Star Wars. I think it's not a bunch of huge names.
Yeah, that become huge names.
Yeah, they become huge names because they're in Star Wars. But yeah, I don't need Brad Pitt in Star Wars unless it's like a cameo style. I get that everyone might want to be in Star Wars. James Bond was a stormtrooper. Tom Hardy was a stormtrooper. They got cut completely.
Yeah. Just for everyone's information, real fans would know. We'll be starting that in 30 minutes. So if you have to make time to clear time to call in to participate for your Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan art, make that happen. Let's see. Any other ideas for this movies?
Straight up spy thriller is what we need. We need something in the vein of something like how Winter Soldier felt for Marvel. I want to feel that way again. And I know we got it there, but as far as pitches, my brain lately has been on game pitches. And after playing, a lot of Destiny 2 with some of y'all, it just seems like why don't we do that? Now I do not want a remake, but a sequel to Republic Commando.
Ooh.
Republic Commando, when you can play solo and you're controlling, if you play to the end, you will be controlling, two people, right? Two other troopers. You can tell them to do things. They're better at certain things. But if you could also squad up and have your homeboys also be there and you're looking for, that would be sick. And this would be, we could pick it up post Order 66. So the Bad Batch is out there, whatever. You are also having to make your way in the galaxy, joining factions, trying to make the right decisions and just surviving, I think that'd be dope.
So Republic Commando in a Destiny 2 shell?
Yeah.
I'd play that.
I'm kind of that. Upgradable armor, get your own paint job.
Could you imagine one of the raid bosses is a Sith?
Ooh.
No, that's what would happen. All of your raid bosses would be,
Jedi and Sith or Force users.
Well, but not just that. What was like Panated
bunch of,
species again?
Oh,
yeah,
Wookiees,
that would be tough.
Trandoshan's.
You just regular all humans going up against like big species and Force users because as players, right, we wouldn't. I don't think there would be a way to balance Force users with commandos as player characters. So
No,
it'd have to
but
be
that's
commandos.
the point. You wouldn't have to because you're all clones. So
Yeah.
you're just like there's already a baseline of like what you know,
Yeah.
and
No,
that
I dig that.
makes balancing for PvP way easier. Yeah.
There should totally be a mode where if you die, you lose all of your stuff, and that clone actually dies. You got to start over. You're like, no.
Oh wow.
You got to start over. You still look the same coming back in.
They just like your little number ticks up CC1336. Now it's CC113 or 1337.
Yeah.
But how cool would it be like after the end of the game? Basically, your group splits up, kind of goes their own separate ways, so fly under the radar and gets involved with their own things. So your own personal campaign, you can get involved and end up joining a Mandalorian clan, right? And so that you're going down that tree, you can become a pirate, you can become a smuggler, or whatever. Band gets back together to do raids and stuff like that, and yeah.
Oh,
I guess it wouldn't even have to be a sequel to Republic Commando. This would just be clones that survived Order 66 and left the Empire.
Okay.
You know,
Because the Clone Rebellion is totally gonna happen.
it might.
the end of the campaign is going to Mount Tantus and freeing as many of your brothers as you can. But the raid boss there is a clone of a crazy Jedi named Juris Sebaoth that you have to fight.
Right.
I'm onto something. And his partner Luke.
Luke.
Where does Ram Koda come in? Chase says,
In the
okay,
background.
think about this. Imagine a movie exclusively about X-Wing pilots. It could be like Top Gun in Star Wars. But I thought that's what Rogue Squadron was going to be. I know it's in kind of like development purgatory right now, but
Is
It's
it
the
though?
worst
I
kind of
mean,
it. It's like yo-yo purgatory, in and out, and in and out.
I feel. I mean, their official reasoning was schedule conflicts with Wonder Woman 3, and I feel like those conflicts may have been freed up a little bit. You know, so we'll have to wait and see.
yeah. Okay, we have a quiz here from StarWars.com. Choco, if you want to post that in the chat, and I'll post it in this here call. In this here call right here. If you want to take it with us right now,
Let's do this.
we'll take this with everyone else.
This is the best quiz I've ever seen in my life.
All right. So, what makes a good soldier?
Good soldiers follow orders.
They
You say it like a snake, yeah.
need. I'll say they always complete the mission.
Look out for their team.
I'm gonna say they look out for their squad. I'm gonna go the Kakashi route of, the
Yeah,
ones
but
that
a
don't
good
are
soldier
worse than
also
Ninja
makes sure that
Trash.
they complete the mission with everybody.
True.
What's your ideal job?
None of the above. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, out of those, I'm going to say teacher.
I'm gonna have to pick manager on this one.
Yeah, manager of what? IKEA? Like,
Just a
7-Eleven?
manager. Just a manager. I'd rather delegate than to do any of those other jobs. How do you like to unwind?
Snack.
Archery.
Where's Star
Snack.
Wars?
I'm surprised archery is in there.
Yeah, I'll go with snacking. Out of those, you gotta give me some chips.
I'm gonna go with chess.
Which member of Clone Force 99 would you take on a road trip?
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's a
Wrecker.
tough question.
Wrecker. Yeah.
Wrecker.
I don't. If you take Echo, he's gonna constantly wake up in the middle of the night screaming. I'm good.
It's between Wrecker and Tech.
Yep.
I'll pick Wrecker.
Oh, this
I can
next
handle
one's
the
gonna
tech.
make me an edgelord. Do I go for the edgy one, or do I go for the?
Which Star Wars character do you find most relatable?
Yeah.
Miss Syndulla.
I would like to
can't relate
relate
to
to
her.
her on a personal level.
I wish I could say I was as amazing as a Gonki is, but I'm not.
How do you prefer to travel?
I mean, first class only. That would be my preference.
I guess
sorry.
I guess
don't see
the question assumes that you could. So I
If
would
I
say
can,
first class only.
right? Yeah. Greatest strength.
Mental acuity for sure. Or curiosity and inquisitiveness, but
But those go
Oh,
hand in
I'm
hand.
curious.
I know.
I'm so curious. Yep, I'm curious.
One is exercise for the other.
how good is your hand-eye coordination?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You know, it has to
pretty
be,
good, yeah.
or else I hit myself in the hand or lose a finger with a saw. But I'm not gonna say perfect.
You hit yourself in the hand with your hand?
I've done that before. It's called clapping.
Oh, well, you're donating some items to charity. Choose just one item to keep.
Keeping Lola.
And a helmet.
Yeah,
I need
helmets.
my
Everything
plushie.
else is like toys and stuff.
What's wrong with toys?
No, I'm saying everything else is toys, right? So I would donate the toys for other
dude.
kids to play with, and I
I
would
got
keep the
sentimental
helmet.
value for my little my squishy, my little Lola.
Hey, the helmet's the adult toy. You could wear that stuff in all kinds of situations.
Okay. Yep.
All kind of situations.
Yeah. What Star Wars creature would make the best pet?
Okay, so what
I love the
movie?
moon. I love the moon dragon, but like, I would also like to have my phone charged for any moment in time ever.
What's a ruby? I don't remember that one.
Ruby, it's a weird lizard thing.
I'm going with baby rancor.
I'm with the baby rancor too.
I'm gonna
but
get the
like,
dragon.
I
I
am.
100%.
Oh, I'm
my
75.
I'm 75.
What does it say for 75%?
Don't give up. We're nearly there. In terms of cloning process, we're almost 100% Omega. Now that you know what percent Omega you are, why not see how much in common with Princess Leia Organa? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
100% is you excel at strategy games and have a big heart, just like the newest Bad Batcher. In fact, you might just be her clone.
Oh,
I also got 100%.
look at you,
Yeah.
They just told us we're not good enough.
right?
I thought this. They made it sound like winning is getting 100%, but I thought it was just like you just find out what
Find
you
out.
are. You know?
You just find yourself.
Don't you know? We all want to be Omega.
soldiers follow orders.
Oh, that was
Rekka.
Echo.
the second I heard that line. I was like, "What a snake! I love him to death, but how do you look someone in the trust me?" Well, no.
Cross it. Trust me. And Omega's like, who are you? Chase got 75 as well. We got some 100%ers in there. Kenny and Cal. Let's go, Omega Love.
So I was the only person that picked Ruby. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get that Rancor, bro. Because they grow up into a full-size Rancor, and that
I think it was the first class only that was the last 25%.
Yeah, I said with family.
Well, speaking of Omega, we had episode 3 of the Bad Batch happen this week.
Yeah, the third episode, the premiere.
What do you guys think? The third episode of the premiere.
Yeah, the third episode or the premiere, because that's the vibe it gave off. It gave off like that should have played first.
Honestly, I'm like 70% with you there because the premiere for me was so kind of like subdued that we needed something. I feel like episode 3 would have been a good ending to the premiere.
Yeah.
Yep.
but it was still good. It's
It was good.
oh
If I were Lucasfilm, I probably would have merged episodes 1 and 2, and then the premiere would have been that and this. So this is where all of the Bad Batch are.
Yeah.
Including, and this also sets up our big bad and the dark vibes. I get this being a happy show, especially for the target demographic, than wanting to start off and setting the tone of like, no, we're following these guys, and they're like, good, and this is their progression. But I do wish we had gotten that.
Yeah. But lots of things implied in this episode. Of course, we get the return of Commander Cody meeting Crosshair and the solitary clone. The whole episode seems to indicate, or at least show us, that like the clones, including the regs, are just really, really sad.
Yeah.
Like feels bad man in their cafeteria, sitting in such dank conditions. They're talking about the defense recruitment bill that presumably is just an extension of, or an expansion of, the conscription. And we see like helmets that are halfway phase 2, halfway stormtrooper, halfway
Ralph McQuarrie awesomeness.
halfway cadet helmets. And I thought that was an interesting touch art-wise, because like you can kind of get the idea of like, and then if you look forward to Rebels, and when Ezra is wearing that helmet, it's like makes sense. And of course, Cody, we meet Tawny Ames, who temporarily becomes Bae. At least for me at that point.
It brings up some of my most amazing talking points, because I love.
Is that what you call it?
Oh, I loved it. I love the idea of it. Dooku's
the way you said it is like, yeah, is that what you call it?
No, it is. Yeah, your talking points. Yeah. I got a few things to talk about.
Yeah, Cody promises, Cody negotiates and promises a peaceful resolution. Doesn't get it. Crosshair follows the orders. And now we get this whole situation where Cody seemingly is, goes AWOL, but we don't know exactly what happened. But Cody's part of the clones that have kind of either their chip is worn off or have fought through the programming. And it kind of redeems him. From what we know of Cody. And now we have to talk about
Young, though, man. Young's got me. She has me so worried that he's not actually AWOL at all, and that he's in some cell somewhere just being
reconditioned.
Tortured. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about...
Comes back with a different number.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the stuff that I talked about, first of all. Leading up to Cody showing signs of independence and disloyalty. What did you guys think about that part?
I can say I love every shot where I got to see that clone memorial on Coruscant, because that was gorgeous. That was so cool. My wife actually noticed it first too, but I remember seeing the scar on his head and thinking, oh, it's already gone. It's out. Someone or somehow, I don't even think he has a chip right now. It's a little forward, but there is that
look like a crescent moon
right there. Yeah.
Was that a crescent moon or is this the car?
Well, there's a scar that goes like this, and then there's another like middle line that kind of came out, but it was just, there's just like this nice scar right here on this side of his head, which, because I know everyone was talking about like, oh, Crosshair's got burned out. Like, well, no, that's the wrong side. That was over here.
Let's see.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, cause I was like, when did Cody get a scar?
Yeah, my first thought was, I think it could have been through battle. It could have been through like a lot of these other clones, I'm sure, like with fives and all them. If they have a traumatic enough explosion or trauma to that area, the chip just kind of doesn't work as well.
I mean, I'm thinking that I mean, my theory has been that it's like a reset on their loyalty. That's compulsory, but temporary. And once you hit that reset button, I likened it to lining your the trust center, with tin foil, so that once you take off the tin foil, it's brand new again, but it's going to continue to collect again. So I think all of the clones, at least my feeling is that all of the clones are going through this exact same thing, where their loyalty and their creativity, which is exactly what made them not droids, which is a line, he says, is going to lead them to eventually oppose the Empire, because they are not droids. They won't just blindly follow orders. That's why they were designed.
I feel so bad if Bly comes to and realizes what he did.
And then
Yeah,
he's like, man, I've always wanted to hit that. I'm just kidding.
I really wanted to make her my wife. Like I would have married that Twi'lek, and then I pumped her with like 45 random laser.
He did hit that a lot.
Repeatedly. Him and the boys.
He didn't miss at all.
Let's see here. Chase says, I binged Bad Batch season 1 to get ready for season 2, and I'm blown away. People did not like this show.
Right.
Listen, some people didn't like Andor. Like, there's some people are stupid. I'm just kidding.
It also may have been the binge. I think there were lulls in it, and that's where I kind of lost some of my steam. But if I was able to power through it all, I probably would have viewed it differently myself as well.
Yeah, this is true.
No, but I think Cody was definitely really feeling it. And then the part where you talk about where sadly there is not peace in the end really pushed Cody 100% into, nope, done. I'm like, wash my hands of this. Can't do it anymore. Because I feel like he really wanted, he was really gonna try and save that woman and be like, no, we can talk this out. We don't have to, but of course, Imperial little slugs being, slimy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, their goal is rule. Their goal is not justice. Their goal is authority and its power. And I'm curious. I mean, I can't wait till the end of this, because I'm curious how this might recontextualize the conversations people have about the Jedi's involvement. With, there's a stark contrast with the end goal. A Jedi would have been in charge of that, wouldn't have executed the person, but probably still shouldn't have been there. Just to kind of hammer in, there's varying degrees of wrong.
Yeah.
The battle droids, I think, also brought some fun comedy. I loved the B1s. They've always been one of my favorite comedy parts of the prequels.
It was nice to see him back in action.
I am the governor.
I'm gonna bring in our latest caller to talk about this, as well as my upcoming question. So,
Hey, Kenny.
Welcome back to the program, Kenny. Thank you for calling in and wanting to, try again. You did it. Yes. It was a good effort last week on Real Fans, but we got a new set of false statements for you guys to go over. But I want your thoughts on what we've been talking about, but also my next question for the panel as well, which is, do you think that it's more likely there's going to be an uprising, or more likely that they're just going to be fighting against what the Empire is going to call a purge?
I would actually agree with that one more than anything else.
There you go.
Given how Echo is just all about, we could be doing more. We could be literally fighting against this corruption and all that stuff. Rex, we're still up in the air on what he's doing at this point in time, assuming that he's probably fighting a rebellion or starting one. And now Cody up and leaving. I would put money down that there is going to be a small rebellion going that could actually end into an actual purge of the clone troopers, leaving only Rex, Gregor, and Wolf.
Oh, so you think the uprising happens first? Because I was saying, do you think that a purge could be enacted first, which leads to them fighting back as an uprising?
I would bet that a few clones were left alone, Rex and all them, because of the events of what would be considered a rebellion, which led into a purge, which allowed them to just exist, being like a graceful gesture of the Empire.
Chase in the chat says, how do I call you? Go to the pinned chat message. It says join the conversation.
At the top.
At the top, you can click that link, or you can go to dyadintheforce.com/call. That's how you call in.
Can you imagine, though, the Empire being like, you know what, we're going to put a wanted poster for the clones, and it's just one picture?
Have you seen this guy? Yeah, like 80 of them. They went that way. No, honestly, I don't think the purge would happen as easily, because then it's going to push so many of the other clones to fight against the Empire. And even the Empire and whatever its armies of stormtroopers are now, I don't think they could take on a legion of super commandos. Like, no way. There's no way they can handle that.
Honestly, I could see that, but at the same time, there's a lot of context clues, especially with Snoke, especially in the sequel era, where we see all those clones on Exegol, like in that vat. I can see somebody, a clone of some sort, find out, oh my god, they're putting us all in vats to use us for whatever experiment, and that's what starts the rebellion fully.
There's going to have to be some great... Well, I guess... Well, no. Okay, no.
So
I guess, like,
Snoke is Crosshairs?
What Pep says,
No,
I guess...
no.
Ooh,
I'm kidding.
makes a lot more sense. There has to be some sort of purge, though, because if they don't purge a whole bunch of clones, they can't deal with them. There's no way the Empire can fight all the clones, so they have to take out a huge number of them, and then whoever's left might rebel. So
Which
maybe
is
they
why
blow up
I
Atlantis.
agree with Pep. I think the purge comes first.
Yeah, never
I
mind.
don't think they
switched.
can deal with that many at a time. I think they're going to try and
Which,
wipe them all
again,
out in one go.
That would also add to Pep as well, given that where's the children clones? Where'd all those kids go?
They sank to the bottom of Camino.
Well, they also were running out of genetic material. So that is a thing as well. As you know, once Django died, they couldn't get more.
On top of that, it seems like the way Rampart talks to Crosshair seems to be implicative of something, where he says, "It's funny how the clones around you always seem to disappear," and I feel like there's like a secret black ops or black site where clones showing divergence or deviation from loyalty are brought there to be expunged or purged, and then that would accumulate to large numbers, and then the uprising happens because like it would be a secretive purge. They would be purging these clones this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, and this uprising led by Crosshair.
That would be cool.
I mean, it's not quite a redemption, but imagine. Think about it. Imagine Rampart, his line in the previous episode with, the loyalty is not what was advertised, but it has been with Crosshair, and if he's using Crosshair as a barometer and reading his reports, he'll keep sending him out on missions with different commanders to see where their loyalties lie. Then that commander, he's gone AWOL. That they are not AWOL. They're on Mount Tantus right now, being held there. And once Crosshair finds out, he's gonna realize this is what I've been doing to my brothers this whole time. Because he kind of thinks they're superior. He's superior to all the rigs. I think that might shake him, and he might reach out to the Bad Batch for help.
I can see that because we have Rex, who is in the trailer, literally says, "I got a job for you." So maybe that's the job, going to Tantus.
Well, let's get some more thoughts from another caller. I love it. I love this.
Oh,
Hey.
Hello, Chase.
Chase.
So Chase,
Frozen Chase.
Oh.
Chase.
Okay, am I working? Does it
You
work?
are working.
Nope. Well,
you're-
let me. We can hear you. You can hear us, and hopefully it'll catch up. I was going to
Cool.
ask.
Let me. Go ahead.
Your feelings, on what we talked about so far, but I also wanted to bring in the conversation of what Rex told Ahsoka in season 7 of Clone Wars, where the clones have mixed feelings about the war because a lot of people wish it didn't happen, but without it, they wouldn't exist. And now they're talking about this act that's going to, step up and, re-recruitment. Their position is very quickly dwindling. The need for them to exist is going away. How does that affect things?
I mean, I think we deal with it in real life, right? With like veterans assistance and stuff like that, where, in times of peace, the people who've, started as joining the military when they were teenagers, right? They get lost and things go not so great for them. So I think that's definitely a reflection of that. But I mean, I think kind of what you guys were talking on earlier is, I think that's always been a question for a lot of maybe less in tune Star Wars fans is, are the Stormtroopers clones or are they not clones? And I do think the gap that the prequels made, I think you're going to see a clone purge. Maybe not in Bad Batch, but I think in one of the live action shows you'll see it.
Maybe.
Skeleton Crew,
That'd be
maybe.
cool.
Yeah, I could almost now see even like the 501st for Vader's fist being mixed of clones, because Vader probably wouldn't even want to see a clone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do know in the book, oh crap, what was the book that I hate? Lords of the Sith.
Yeah.
Lords of the Sith. One of the royal guards was a clone. At least in the beginning of that book.
Well, hey, he just like they tested all of the reassignment stuff on him. They're like, okay, we made him the super loyal. Now he's got to work on the others.
Yeah. So I mean, I would love for that to happen. Crosshair leads the rebellion, or the rebellion, the uprising.
I think Crosshair doesn't make it out of season 2.
I mean,
No, he gets to the
You're
very
entitled
end,
to
and then
your
he's like,
opinion.
I can't swim.
just kidding. I want Crosshair to live.
I think episode 3 sealed the deal for Crosshair. Is an unforgivable person at this point. He's too far gone. They're not going to let him out. He's going to get a send off.
I keep saying this to people. If you can forgive Anakin, you can forgive Crosshair. It's like,
Hey,
We have to forgive Anakin because of chronological timelines of when Star Wars was made.
wow.
by necessity,
So-
I get it.
I got a question. So, what is the Bad Batch rated? Is it rated PG-13?
I think Y7.
PG?
PG?
It's either PG or 14.
Okay.
If you talk to Danielle, it's X-rated.
Yes. Yes.
That's fact.
Dang.
No cap on that one.
Cause I was gonna go dark with the whole Crosshair thing because with PTSD, a clone getting depressed and all stuff like that. Like I can't take this. I just
Goes
got all my
postal.
brothers and
That's what I was going to say about live. But,
See, there we go. Full Metal Jacket.
oh yeah.
Love the smell of burnt clone in the morning.
But,
And now
yeah,
I'm
so-
sad.
Well,
because
Well-
think they got to end the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Because we don't see them in none of the stuff. The only thing we saw
And we
close
know
to
they would
home
be.
was Rex and the old man who looked like Rex in Return of the Jedi. Who
We can pull a
speculate
Halo
was
Reach and
clone.
have
That's
Crosshair
Rex.
be the
That
only
is
one
Rex.
left
oh,
alive.
no. They clarified that. Too.
Yeah, that's not
So
Rex.
They clarified it all the way. That's Nick Sant. Rex was there though. Like in the
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi Golden Book, he is there. But that just means the guy that's in the scene in Return of the Jedi is Nick Sant, and Rex is also looking like that in some other.
That's fine, but I'm gonna buy the.
And they're
figure
pointing at
if it
each
never
other
comes
like the
out.
Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's all I care about. I'm gonna buy 2 of those figures because the Black Series is supposed to be releasing some deluxe figure for indoor, and I'm gonna buy 2 of them, and I'm gonna put one in Rex armor, and they're just gonna be standing there just pointing at each other.
Young says to Paul, "It's dark. Damn."
Hey, I'm sorry. I get dark.
Hey, we gotta keep it real, man.
Right?
These are dark times.
Wait till the Acolyte shows. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for way more of that.
Oh yeah.
These are even dark sider times.
Honestly, I want a dark Star Wars movie. I mean, Andor is good. That's close we got so far. It's like, ooh, that's okay. And Rogue One, but I wouldn't mind a dark.
Well, and I'll give Bad
Star
Batch
Wars theme, huh?
Yeah, I'll give Bad Batch since at least what the mental part of Bad Batch is dark. The suffering from being lost from your brothers, the suffering that like all these people are going through, realizing they're an outdated model now, pretty much born to kill and then not good enough anymore. So that's dark, but yeah, like it would be awesome to see just like on like Alien versus Predator level, like oh, that guy got ripped in half by this thing.
I would
think
love
like
to see
Alien. Yeah, I was saying, I think an Alien, Lost in Space style Star Wars movie, like unknown regions, something gets on a spaceship, or the spaceship's out of fuel, and characters have to make very tough decisions, and things
The
get scary.
Nameless
That's what I would
be
love.
perfect.
Turns out to be a giant horde for some weird reason.
No, dude, it's the leveler. It's where it's been this whole time. It's on a derelict ship, just sitting in the middle of no space, and someone just happens to find it.
Yep.
Connor says, "I've got some original Doritos. That helps the flu, right?"
No, don't.
No.
Boy, your
No,
throat
you
will
need
be
super
messed
spicy.
up.
You need like the spiciest thing you can possibly eat, so it opens your everything.
Oh no, not
Get
for
the one
flu.
chip challenge.
Oh, no.
That's what I was about to say.
I'll
Original
show
Doritos, as in,
everybody
like,
this.
The first batch of Doritos
Science
ever
blaster.
made.
This
Yeah,
is
he's
the
got an
sinus
OG
blaster.
Dorito. He's got Dorito number 4.
If you ever see this in like your Sprouts or Whole Foods, get the sinus blaster. It is just a couple of them: horseradish root, echinacea, spilanthes herb, elderberry, garlic. You just spray it in your mouth, and your sinuses just blow up, and then they clear.
Nice.
But
Okay.
what
I
really
once had
helps-
the ass blaster. That, of
You
course.
just gotta.
I was gonna go there, but I feel like I was like maybe.
Didn't you just have that?
I
Chocolate?
don't
I had
talk about
to.
the anus blaster.
You just got a sinus blaster on
that was
hand? I do.
mostly because I had to eat a lot of dairy products after the one chip, and I'm lactose intolerant. So,
Are you really?
Most people
slightly. I mean, everyone is to a degree.
Yes,
but
everyone has
like
a degree.
the amount of ice cream sandwiches I had to eat.
Yeah,
I
everyone's a
feel
little
so
lactose
bad for you,
intolerant,
Choco.
but nobody cares, and we all eat ice cream.
Like, dude, my ass clenched up for you. It's like, oh, what is he doing?
He's lactose prejudiced.
Let's
Yeah,
just
that's me.
say I may have shouted Kamehameha at some point.
I can definitely say though, if you like spicy food, the Pocky's haunted ghost pepper chips are delicious. I love those.
I will be picking those up. That sounds good.
If you ever want
does he
some,
have some?
if you really want some like banging Filipino chocolates,
Focus you.
Look out for
Chocolate.
these.
Chalk nut,
I like
Yeah.
chocolate.
Choco's nut.
Hey,
Chocolate is
sponsored
what,
by Chocolate.
Chocolate is what happens. Chocolate is what happens when Jaina Solo is on screen.
On an unrelated note, it was actually just my 4-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
Hey, congrats.
Click that. Click that whole little segment right there.
And thus a
Because that's one
chocolate
hell of a
happens.
segue right there.
More important than Star Wars, my wife. Everyone, my wife.
Unrelated. I'm just saying.
That's awesome, man. That's so cool.
Cal says he agrees. Crosshair is about to get his loyalty betrayed by Rampart. Also, Connor, what helps is actually just like a ginger tea. Like, cut up some gingers and put it in a pot and boil some water with it. That
Hey,
should help.
whoa. Leave us gingers alone. We didn't do nothing to you. Be cutting up no gingers.
Something that I want to say about Rampart is this: is that we already know that he doesn't like clones, and he's just like they're disposable. So what he's doing is trying to push. Might this, and I mean, you can agree or not agree. He's pushing Crosshair to see, because that's why he said, "Why are you still here? Like you're still loyal after 35 days. No one came pick your ass up, and you still here. Like why'd you stay?" And he said, "Because that's what Muslims do. You know, that's I'm loyal to the Empire." And so Empire, okay, well now he's like, I'm just going to see how bad I can beat this dog until he just bites, and I can say, "Oh, see, they're not loyal. Just get them rid of them all."
Is this a
Rampart
second coming
this
of the
season.
Amara arc? And he's
no.
Dogma?
And then we find out
Krell survive
Krell-
the
yes,
purge?
that's what I was gonna say. He
No,
didn't die.
I was gonna say, is this gonna be an enemies to lovers scenario again?
Oh, it's
Kron Krell is the first brother.
sponsored by Chase.
We find out Kron Krell's
what's
the
in your
Inquisitors.
Just like
fishing, yeah.
we left you for 35 days. Like, I'd always wait for you.
How did Crosshair survive those 32 rotations? Probably went fishing.
Yeah. Or I mean, as long as he found somewhere to drink water, your body can go like almost 30.
He
something
channeled
days
his
without
inner
food.
Star Killer.
You don't need that much.
You know what? I'm gonna say something. The ocean planet of Camino, fresh water.
You think so?
That
Yeah,
would
they
be
I'm gonna
did.
say this: Crosshair
was
built
dope.
different.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, no, some Kaminoan survivors swam up to the wreck, and he was like, "I'll help
Oh.
you."
Yeah, you know what else is built different? The mirror he built, apparently, because even though the mirror is floating just in like the dead air, he's able to shoot it with a high energy laser beam, and it doesn't just carry the mirror with it.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. I was like,
loved
I
it.
don't even know if
It was
those
cool.
angles didn't even work. You can't just make it work.
That was the.
It was cool, but I still went, "Hey, science."
It was cool. It is Star Wars.
It is Star
Wars.
We can't go too crazy,
know.
but it was like, okay.
Also,
They
I'd like to
co-host
say
on Monday.
I appreciate the fact that Chase just looks like he's straight up in a cockpit and from Star Wars.
Right?
He's literally in a starfighter
Love
right
it.
now.
Always.
All right, well, that'll end our Bad Batch discussion, because now we have to go into our Real Fans Would Know segment, which is our latest game, and we are fighting for. We are playing for this Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan art piece.
We're fighting. I'm getting ready. Let's go.
Oh snap! All right, so this is how it goes. This game
You
is
only got one
inspired-
shot.
This game is inspired by Actually, which is a hilarious channel. You guys could check it out. They do all kinds of like fandom, but they do like false statements, and they have to correct it by saying Actually. In this game, it's the same thing. We're gonna give you guys false statements about Star Wars, and you have to correct it. You'll raise your hand first, and we'll call on you. You have to correct it with Real Fans Would Know, and then your correction. Now, we do not require the correct statement. We only require what is incorrect. So if we tell you something is blah, 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 Luke was the last Jedi, you would say he wasn't the last Jedi. Or you would say the last Jedi was actually this. So we'll take any form of what is incorrect or what is the correct one. But it has to be preceded by Real Fans Would Know. Also, everyone is limited to 3 attempts, and you can only make a reattempt after someone else has been incorrect. So we're making all of this because Danielle just like shot through the roof and won the last one.
Yep, she played with a Halo burst rifle.
Sponsored by Chalknut. Okay.
Sponsored by Chocolate.
All right, so let's get started with the first statement. Raise your hands if you have it. You can raise it at any point while the sentence is on the screen. First statement is, in The Rise of Skywalker, Darth Sidious's vitality is restored by the energy of Rey and Ben's Dyad. As a result, he conjures a Force storm to attack the Resistance and civilian fleets. Upon reaching a place between places and hearing the voices of the Jedi of the past, Rey stands up with renewed vigor to challenge. Choco, did you see who raised it first?
Yeah.
I did not, but I can. Hold on.
Yep, we can go back.
That would be Dexon download raised
Okay.
first.
All right, Tex.
Well, a real fan would know it is the world between worlds.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Who would like me to finish the statement, or Chase? Do you want to take a crack at it?
I guess maybe, but did Duxon answer it incorrectly, or
That was an incorrect.
That was not the
answer.
answer.
oh, then no.
Abby Faisal subscribed to the Dyad.
Hey, thank you for the subscription.
Oh, I got
Welcome to the
another one.
Dyad family.
So
Is
the
that-
world between worlds has also been referred to as a place between places,
Okay.
and a vergence scatter.
Yes, and this is in the book, the novelization. So I'll repeat it. Upon reaching a place between places and hearing the voices of the Jedi of the past, Rey stands up with renewed
I know
vigor
it.
to challenge Sidious. He replies, "Let this be the final word in the story of
Yeah, I
rebellion."
was gonna say if I can try again. I don't know yet, but
I believe Chase did Chase.
Yeah, Chase had a hand up.
No, I did not. I was scratching my nose.
Oh.
Mente Rosa.
So no one has gotten it incorrect yet.
yep. All right.
So anybody, you can give it a shot. You can give it a guess. There's something wrong with this statement. Kenny.
Okay, go ahead.
A real fan would know it wasn't the resistance.
That is
It was
incorrect.
just civilian fleet.
Over there. Yep. Poe was a part of the resistance. He was there.
DePaul, did you chime in or no? Okay,
No.
Daxon, you can try
Let me
again
give
now.
it a shot. Let me give it a shot. A real fan would know that he did not end it with story of rebellion. It was
That
story
is-
of Skywalker.
That is incorrect.
Dang. Yeah, that's all I got. Then there we go. All right, there's my two.
You still have one more attempt. You just got
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else has to
I gotta
try.
think now. Now I gotta really think.
But we will cap this off if no one else has anything for in the next 20 seconds.
I have a feeling it's staring right at us in the face.
It is
Oh.
literally staring at you.
Actually, the civilians weren't there
Well,
yet.
what is that? What is the start of your sentence?
Actually, real fans would know
Go ahead.
that the civilians weren't there yet.
That is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
You have one
This
more
is-
try,
damn.
Daxon. Otherwise, we're gonna take this back to the back room and shoot it.
All right, you know what? This is just a fun one now. Here's just a fun one.
Okay.
A real fan would know that all of the voices she heard weren't Jedi.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay. Unless anybody
real
else-
fans would know it's Ray Palpatine.
Chase gets the point. I'm just kidding. Okay. So real fans would know. He says, "Let your death be the final word in the story of rebellion." All right.
Damn.
So we started this off with a real mean one, huh?
Damn.
Yeah.
You know, some of these though, like when we, and I feel the same way when writing trivia questions. Like, people would be like, "Let's make easy ones." I'm like, I don't know if it's easy or if it's hard. You know it or you don't know it. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Or you write one with like 20-digit numbers. Okay. Choco, next statement.
Lando, full name Landonus Balthazar Calrissian III, was a general in the rebellion in the Rebel Alliance from the planet Socorro. During Return of the Jedi, he led the Yellow Squadron in the assault on the Death Star 2 as Han and Leia led the Pathfinder teams on the ground of Endor. This is submitted by Chris, aka Star Wars lawyer.
Kenny?
Real fan would know it wasn't the Pathfinder team.
That is incorrect. Chase?
Real fan would know that it was Green Squadron.
That is also incorrect.
A real fan, but go ahead.
You gotta read your hand to Paul.
Yeah.
Jackson, go.
A real fan would know Calrissian isn't from Sakaro.
That is correct.
Yeah.
DePaul?
A real fan would know that his name is Lando, not Landosis.
Landonis.
That is incorrect. His name is Landonis.
L3 tells us his full name.
Right in front of my face, idiot.
Yeah.
Kenny?
Real fans would know it's not called Death Star 2.
No, that is incorrect. It's called Death Star 2.
When did they ever say that, or was that in a book?
It's called Death Star 2 in the books, but Mon Mothma
it-
says the second Death Star.
See, she set his up.
That's not the incorrect
Yeah.
portion of this.
Real fans would know he was not a general.
That is incorrect.
Jesus.
You guys are breaking my heart.
Yeah,
right now.
you guys are right there.
Well, this is gonna be like, is the answer to this like during
Right.
the Return of the Jedi? Like,
No, it would never be that pedantic. Kenny?
last one was.
Real fans would know it was Gold Squadron.
That is correct. 1 point to
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah, Kitty, you
On
beat me
that
to
one.
it. Good job.
We tried to keep the color at least a little bit adjacent to
Oh.
it, but it was the Gold Squadron.
Well, I mean, we have
and
red,
Chase said
we have
green.
green.
Yeah,
So
because
yellow
like-
wouldn't be too far
Yeah,
off.
That's why I almost said a real fan would know.
yeah,
it
because
wasn't
I knew Yellow Squadron was
because I
on
didn't know the
because Green
actual
Squadron
color.
was flying there.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
all
know
the
the real
squadrons
color.
were flying.
Yeah, I
but
didn't know
it
the
was
real
only,
color. I just knew if I said it wasn't yellow.
It was only after Lando told everybody to pull off that they said copy Gold Leader,
Yep.
and that was Lando. Okay, wow. Okay, Kenny on the board with 1. Let's see if we can get any easier ones on here. Next statement is:
Man.
in the High Republic Light of the Jedi, Battlemaster Porter Angle is known formally as the Blade of Bardata for having lightsaber skills rivaling that of Grandmaster Yoda. Posted on the Jedi Outpost on Elfrona, Porter Angle is also known for his famous dish, 9-egg stew. As a part of a response team to a Nihil attack, Porter displays a move that both Bell and Loden had never seen before, not even from Yoda.
And with that, I ain't touching it.
I gotta look over this. Okay. I just went through the Blade, so I've gone back and reread a lot of Porter Engle stuff. Come on, brain. Come on. So it's not that one.
DePaul.
This is wrong as heck, but real fans would know that it wasn't 9-egg stew
It is.
that he was famous for.
That is incorrect.
It is 9-egg stew.
I quit.
Chase.
Oh,
Real fans would know he was not the Battle of the Blade of Bardata.
he was.
He was the Blade of Bartada.
Okay.
Jackson.
Real fan would know that Bell and Loden were not together.
You were.
Oh, this is okay. I'm trying to think of what part of the. Well, they were separated for a little bit of the chase scene. I'm trying to think how far. Okay. Let's see.
Stuff is popping up.
Again, I'm not going to say who had it, but somebody was right there.
Oh my goodness, y'all are killing me, man.
Well, I gotta wait for someone else to answer wrong, but
This is like also the one High Republic book I've read.
I gotta wait for someone else to answer wrong.
I haven't even finished it yet. I'm barely after the attack on the planet, like after the initial hit of the meteors.
Oh.
The interesting part is so these ones weren't run past me, and so I also have to get it myself before you guys. But
yeah.
this one kind of the last two jumped out at me pretty quickly.
All right, 20 seconds. Chase.
The real fans would know it was not a Jedi outpost on Elfrona.
That is incorrect.
I thought it was like a hut.
Jackson?
Real fans would know Yoda wasn't a Grand Master.
No, he was.
I'm so bad at remembering stuff.
10
That's why I'm
seconds.
not a Lord Master. Battle Master, quarter angles, no famous things with it.
Oh man.
Real fans would know his dish wasn't famous.
It was.
That's not what we're looking for. It was famous amongst the people he knew. Okay, so looks like no one got that one. We got people in the chat saying real fans would know it's 12 egg stew. That is incorrect. Connor said real fans would know it's Elfornia. No, that's also incorrect. Choco, you go.
So Porter Angle was not the battle master.
That is correct.
I need to go start on my gut, man. I swear that because my eyes was like on the battle map. I'm like, nah.
Chase was
it's
almost
that,
said
man.
it. He said battle. He wasn't the blade, and it was like no.
And yeah, I chose to give that hint. I was like, I'm not gonna say who said it, but someone was right on it. And Chase was like, he wasn't the battle blade of Bordada. I'm like, no, oh gosh. Anyways, Kenny's the only one on the board. Let's go to the next statement, Choco.
And Empire Strikes Back, as Luke prepares to depart for Bespin in order to save his friends, Yoda protests along with Obi-Wan, saying, "If you choose the quick and easy path, as Vader did, you will become an agent of evil." To which Obi-Wan adds, "Remember your training, Luke." Luke responds, "And sacrifice Han and Leia?"
Chase.
Real fans would know he doesn't say and sacrifice Han and Leia.
That is incorrect.
He says and sacrifice my friends.
He says that in the beginning.
What is this quiz?
Kenny. It's very pedantic. I admit it.
You said it
Real
wasn't
fans would
pedantic.
know
And
it was not Obi-Wan who said, "If you choose the quick and easy path." It was Yoda.
No, that's what the statement says. Yoda protests along with Obi-Wan.
Oh, I thought it was Obi-Wan saying it.
I say we don't count that as a guess, though.
Yeah, we won't.
Man, let's see.
Oh,
Kenny can go.
Okay.
real fans would know he didn't say you will become an agent of evil. You became an agent of the dark side.
That is incorrect. So, Paul, did you want to take your turn?
Not now, because that's what I was going for.
Young asked in the chat, what was he then? To Porter Angle, he was just a regular Jedi Master.
He was like near retirement. He was just like an old guy hanging out in the back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's just old man." You know, he used to be a badass back in the day, and then they were like, "Oh damn, he still got it."
To Paul.
Obi-Wan didn't add remember your training, Luke. Well, real fans would know Obi-Wan didn't add remember your training, Luke.
We will take that one because that is considered incorrect part of that statement. The statement was patience. That's what Obi-Wan adds to that. So, okay, DePaul on the board with one and Kenny with one.
Man,
Good job, guys.
I'm not good at these.
I'm like, hey, man, I pulled that one out of my butt.
All right, next statement. In the Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 2, Rising Malevolence, Jedi Master Plo Koon and the 104th are attacked by a new Separatist ion cannon that leaves Plo, Commander Wolf, Sergeant Sinker, and Comet as the only survivors. This one was submitted by Danielle, our previous winner. Oh, who raised their hand first?
I
Oof,
don't know.
that was I
think that was Kenny.
but I think Kenny, but yeah, but
Go for it, Kenny.
Real fans would know they were not the only survivors. There was another small group of clones who survived as well. They were actually the ones who got killed first, and then Flo and all the rest of them found out what the Separatists were doing.
So we're not considering omission as incorrect. So that's not what we're looking for in this statement. What I'm saying is we're not saying, like, by omitting other survivors, that does not make this statement incorrect.
Okay.
I mean, because also by being killed, they were no longer survivors.
Jackson, was that Jackson first?
so I know Chase also went up when Kenny and so did DePaula did though. So I don't want to like swoop under the two of them where they already had ideas.
Go for it.
All right. A real fan would know Sinker wasn't a sergeant.
That is incorrect.
All right, there we go.
Kenny?
So
I
Chase,
know it.
Well, can you,
Real fans would know they're not part of the 104th.
that is also incorrect.
oh, okay.
Kenny? Or
Real fans will know there was a fourth clone.
that is incorrect.
What?
DePaul.
A real fan would know that it was a separatist ship cannon, and that's the
That's-
II cannon.
That's incorrect.
Damn it!
If you guys are mad, blame this on Danielle.
no, I'm not
So
gonna
mad,
So,
Danielle. I'm gonna write you a horribly mean DM.
oh, go ahead. You got his hand up.
Who?
All right.
Don't.
Jackson. Oh, sorry. Your hand just blended into the curtain.
A real fan would know that it wasn't episode 2.
Oh, that's incorrect.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
DePaul.
A real fan would know that it wasn't Comet. Was not there.
I will take that one as it was not Comet. It was Boost. So DePaul has 2 points
Dang, there we go. He's taking the lead.
and is in the lead. Thank you to Danielle for submitting that question as well.
Thank you, Danielle.
I'm gonna have to challenge that because I'm pretty certain there was a fourth clone.
They
I
all
mean,
look
hey,
the same. Who cares?
You're challenging Danielle.
Oh, I'll challenge her.
She
I will
knows her
challenge her.
clones,
On the wolf pack of all clones.
right?
Yes, I will
isn't-
challenge her.
See, I'm not even sure if this is right, but I trust Danielle that this is right. She would know. But yeah, send her your protestations. Okay, where are we on? We're on 3 for Choco. Here we go.
In Solo, a Star Wars story. In an attempt to steal refined coaxium from Imperial 20T railcrawler, Tobias Beckett's crew enlist Han and Chewbacca's team and land on Vandor for a daring train heist on the planet Vandor. Before the heist, Val expresses concern about bringing on rookies and suggests they should have gotten the Zan sisters or Bosk.
Before anybody goes in, I do have to fix a typo, just so it doesn't
Throw us off.
throw you guys off. And it should change right now.
Can we get
It's
a
still-
reread of that, please?
It's still a typo. Hold on a second. There you go. If you want to reread that sentence.
In an attempt to steal refined coaxium from an Imperial 20T railcrawler, Tobias Beckett's crew enlist Han and Chewbacca to the team and land on Vandor for a daring train heist on the planet Vandor. Before the heist, Val expresses concern about bringing on rookies and suggests they should have gotten the Zan sisters or Bosk.
Okay, so Jackson was up first.
A real fan would know that Val does not mention Bosk.
That is incorrect.
I really didn't remember that. Wow.
Kenny.
Real fans would know Beckett did not enlist Han and Chewie.
That is incorrect. DePaul.
A real fan would know that Beckett did not enlist Land.
What?
He did not enlist Land on. Never mind. I still, it still messed me up. The typo. Never mind.
Chase.
I mean, I could just go real meta and say a real fan would know that this statement is incorrect.
You could, but we would not accept it.
A real fan would know that they did not land on Vandor.
That is incorrect. Jackson.
A real fan would know that the coaxium they were sealing wasn't refined yet.
That is incorrect.
Oh, that was the refined stuff. That's why they wanted to go there. So they got the unrefined stuff from. Okay, dang it.
From Kessel.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me read this again. In Solo, a Star Wars story, in an attempt to steal refined coaxium from an Imperial 20T rail crawler, Tobias Beckett's crew enlists Han and Chewbacca to the team and land on Vandor for a daring train heist on the planet Vandor. Okay. Before the heist, Val expressed concerns about bringing on rookies and suggests they should have gotten the Zan sisters or Boss.
That is the statement, yes.
Okay.
I already.
So she didn't say they should have got the sisters or Boss.
No, she did.
Damn it.
I will say all of you guys are on the right track, though. Kenny.
Val did not call them rookies. Real fans would know Val did not call Han and Chewie rookies.
And Kenny takes another point, tying it up with DePaul. She calls them amateurs.
Like that, huh? Okay.
Like that.
Hey, Pep, I know
Yeah.
you're going to be
Weird.
sleeping in April, so
And
I'm still gonna do these. I know where you're gonna be sleeping too.
that's fine. I have protection.
whoa,
Okay.
I brought my 9mm automatic. Oh.
Into London.
Austin Powers reference.
Okay, next statement. In A New Hope, Luke Skywalker meets old Ben, or as revealed, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He takes his first steps in training in the Force as he practices deflecting blaster bolts from a remote training droid. Seeing that Luke is having trouble, Obi-Wan approaches with a helmet with its blast shield down, telling him to stretch out with your feelings. And that was Chase first.
Real fans would know he does not say stretch out with your feelings.
That is correct. Chase is on the board with one. Looks like that was an easy one.
I'm pretty sure it was reach out, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Well, he doesn't say stretch out with your feelings. When he approaches with the helmet, he says, "Let go your conscious self and act on instinct." And then it's only after he deflects where he says, or after he has the blast shield and the helmet on, after a couple of deflections, he says, "Stretch out with your feelings." So, good job, Chase, on the board. One. DePaul and Kenny both have 2. So Dexon and Chase have to get this next one in order to be able to catch up.
Oh no!
All right.
Pressure.
So next statement from Choco. Here we go.
In the Jedi episode of The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano refuses to train Grogu, citing the following: his attachment to you makes him susceptible to his fears, his anger. I've seen what such feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi Knight, to the best of us. I will not start this child down that path.
DePaul.
Real fans would know that she did not say, "I will not start this child down that path.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Jackson?
Kenny was next.
Okay, Kenny?
Real fans would know she did not say Jedi Knight.
That is also incorrect.
Jackson. Is that a hand raised, Chase?
Nope.
A real fan would know that she did not say his fears or his anger. His
That is incorrect. She did say both.
no.
He said DePaul studying it like a hawk.
I apologize about the location of the quotation marks.
Yes, that is all quote. That whole thing is a quote. Which one is that? C4? I can fix that really quick.
Chase?
Oh,
Real fans would know that is not the verbatim statement she says to Jin.
Kenny?
I knew he was going to do that too. She says, real fans would know she says Grogu by name. I will not start Grogu down this path.
That is also incorrect. DePaul?
Real fans would know that she didn't mention his anger.
No, she did say his fears, his anger.
Damn
it. We're closer.
Real fans
Well, you can't
would know that.
reattempt.
you went-
reattempt.
Yeah,
Damn it.
that's the bane of my existence too. You know what? Here, I'll throw you a bone and also just.
All right, Dixon.
A real fan would know that she does not say "to the best of us."
She did indeed say to the best of us.
Yeah, I figured she said something like that. And it was the exact thing. I'm just
There's
going
only so much in the sentence.
I was like, no, she said the best of them.
So I can go no more?
Oh, no, you can go now.
This will
Okay.
be your third one, I think.
I only get 3 tries?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, man.
Kenny, this is your third.
Real fans would know she didn't say what. I've seen such feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi. She didn't say, I've seen what such feelings. What's the incorrect?
That is incorrect.
I don't think we would go that far in terms of an incorrect statement.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not going to use
I
words
think
like
you would.
or what or is or anything like that.
All right, so Kenny's out. Jackson?
Dixon?
Right. A real fan would know that it is not his attachment that she mentions in the beginning.
That is incorrect.
Yep. Damn
I can't remember. Is that your second or third?
it.
That's
And
number
I
one.
hate to do it, but I've got to get back to work, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's
Oh,
all
no,
good.
thank you for joining. We appreciate you always.
There, Ken.
Yep.
Dang. So DePaul is in clear lead. If DePaul gets it, he
Yeah,
wins
I
this.
don't-
Real fans would know. But DePaul has one more attempt.
I do.
I don't
Chase, I
know.
believe, has all three, actually. No.
No, I've gone once.
Okay, so you have 2 more. And also 30 seconds.
Are you going to go or are you just blocking?
Can I'll take a swing in the dark if I do have another
We've
shot. I
gone
don't even
through
know.
this whole statement. Y'all are messing with us.
I have no idea, honestly. I think it's already been reset.
Real fans would know you put the period in the wrong spot. I don't know, man.
There is an incorrect part of the statement.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I think Kenny already said this, but I'm gonna say she didn't say a fully trained Jedi Knight. She just says fully trained Jedi.
She did say Jedi Knight.
Fuck, that's
So that's incorrect.
All right, so
But I think that's everyone.
Chase still has 2, but he has 10 seconds to take it. Otherwise,
Yeah, real fans would know that she didn't say fully trained.
That is also incorrect.
All right.
So
All
what are
right.
your opinions on the Bad Batch?
So, so the incorrect word was susceptible. She said vulnerable.
Are you serious?
Hey,
This is the only one that I did that was a quote based one, I believe.
Choco, when you come to NorCal, we will have a discussion, brother.
But y'all did every part of the sentence except that one. Some of them multiple times.
You know, it's such a close enough word that my brain just went, yeah.
Makes sense.
It conveyed the exact same emotion that the original sentence did. So my brain was like, yeah, that's got to be right.
all right. So there's only 2 statements left, which means you guys are still in the game. DePaul's still only up by 2. And the next statement is as follows.
Come on, Chris.
Marin, voiced by Tina Ivlev, is a Zabrak Night Sister from the planet of Dathomir. Cal Kestis meets Marin Daxon.
Real fans would know that Night Sisters aren't Zabraks.
They are. Cal Kestis meets Marin in his exploration of Dathomir and receives aid from her in his fight against fallen Jedi Terran Malicos. As they begin to make peace with each other, Marin recalls the day her coven was slaughtered by the invasion of Count Dooku. DePaul.
Real fans will know that she didn't help him in his fight with Jedi Tyran Malicos.
That is incorrect.
What?
She helps. Daxon.
A real fan would know that it was General Grievous, not Count Dooku, that led the invasion that slaughtered all of her people.
That is 1 point to Daxon download. He gets on the board. She recalls a man with armor and lightsabers, just like Cal's. Or an armored robot. I forget the full quote, but it was...
Is Marin a Zabrak?
Yeah, I know that Night Sisters take the male Zabraks to mate, but does that make them Zabraks just because of that?
No,
Because
they
they
are
don't
Zabraks.
identify...
She
They don't
doesn't have any
identify at all.
horns.
None of them do.
This is a
If you're basing it on SOTOR Zabraks, they would, but they are
yeah. This
Zabrak
is
in
a
canon.
Caniverse Legends.
Googling this.
Which, by the way, the Night Sisters
knows?
have been overhauled from Legends many times.
Yeah. Because I knew the Night Sisters bred with Zabraks, I just didn't know that technically like they had changed. I always just like they're their own thing.
Jesus, Zabrak, that's weird.
Oh, are you paying Avatar Loath?
Yep.
I didn't know she had the Zabrussi.
Now I know why I love her so much.
Yeah. Now you know where the horns
Is
are.
that where the horns are?
Ooh.
All right, so at this point, Chase is out and can no longer catch up. I believe this is Daxon's last chance to get 1 point on to Paul to tie it up, in which case I'm gonna have to take out my Bible and make a statement on the fly.
Which makes it
So
really hard.
So,
the last
okay.
statement from Choco. Here we go.
In his first race on the Colossus refueling station, Kazuto Ziono in the Fireball nearly beats the daughter of the station's captain, Tora Doza, in her ship, Blue Ace. Ultimately, he takes second place after having to back off the throttle due to ship malfunction.
Daxon?
Okay, I've watched Resistance a few times, but only in the background and not like actually watched it. So I'm going to say that a real fan would know that his first ship is not the Fireball.
That is incorrect. He does this in he does fly the Fireball.
Okay. I don't know if you were
I know
right away.
Chase knows this, or do you?
I believe I do.
I'm
based
starting
on-
to think
based
this
on
might
some of
be
this stuff-
too pedantic, but
DePaul.
So I'll say this.
No, he knows.
A real fan wouldn't even watch Resistance. So you'll saw some of that right there. Now, no, I'm joking. But I really don't know this one. I'm going to say a shot in the dark is ultimately he does not take second place.
That is correct. He doesn't finish. He crashes. And
I was gonna say that next. I knew he didn't finish. No, I should have got that first. No.
Based on how these other questions go, I was like, he crashes into the ocean, if I'm not mistaken.
I love you, you lucky dog. You lucky dog. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's the Force.
It's the Force. Yep, the Force is one.
Cal in the
gets a
chat
did not
also
finish.
gets it. Real fans would know he gets a DNF for crashing in the water.
I was always thinking, like, I don't think he finished that race. But was it the fireball or was it called like the explosion? Because I know it blows up.
So it seems like the fortunes of Chase would change if resistance was more prevalent and earlier on in the stack.
Lots of things in my life would be different if resistance were more prevalent.
That's true.
I feel bad. I kind of feel bad because I actually have not got past the second episode of Resistance, and for me to pull that one out, I was like,
Hey, part of the game is just guessing. You know, you just got to guess right. You know,
Yeah, I was
Chase
really hoping you
almost
were gonna
got
say
Battle
something
Master, but he, I guess, second guessed it and went Blade on that one.
I was hoping you were going to say something like he got third place. And I'd be like, yes, be specific. Please be specific.
Well, we would have also accepted he did not take second place,
Yeah.
but you know, that's what we actually accepted from DePaul. We would have accepted he actually crashed, or did not finish.
That was a good one.
But congratulations to DePaul. He gets a smooth Qui-Gon Obi-Wan art piece to frame by his bare
for the new
ass wall.
office.
It's the only thing.
Yeah, you don't have so much room.
A story about the bare ass wall. This is a temporary setup. The office is being built in the garage. So,
Okay.
yes.
Ooh. Right on.
We will
All
watch
right.
this office progress with great interest.
How's it going, Rams? How? Thank you for tuning in to our final segment to decompress and make fun of each other even more. And that is the Pictionary segment.
Oh no.
It's time to play the Gardic Star Wars Pictionary. Yeah, let's see where everyone's Pictionary progress or stick figure progress has gotten. I will send the link to this chat right here. And we will play. So click this link. And for everyone else who wants to participate as well in the chat, you may do so. And you may get an ad, which is fine. I just
Forward
love
and to the butt.
I just love how this show has become like a variety show, and I love it.
More games on the way.
We got a Costanzi in the Pictionary, and he's probably going to be using his drawing pad, but I will.
Cheating.
I will not. Forward into the butt.
Okay.
That shit really took him.
Oh, I love that one.
All right, we have J Money in there as well. I do believe that's all we can fit.
Full lobby. There we go.
No, we should be able to fit more. I am not clicking on. I'm clicking on the share screen. Oh, we still have room.
Come on, guys. Kylo Ren. More.
Damn.
What a shame.
I think that's all we're gonna get. Okay, let's get started. Remember, it's gonna give you two choices. You have to pick quickly. Even if you don't know either one of them, you will just have to pick and then look up a reference later or after the fact, but at least pick so it doesn't skip you. So here we go.
It's the turn of element 7.
What in the hell?
I'm gonna give a hint because this is.
Oh, spelled the wrong thing, didn't I?
Oh,
There.
Oh Jesus! No one's getting this.
Hey, you got the first two.
Oh,
letters?
I didn't even see the hint. I recognized.
oh, it's a hint. Damn it, I didn't see that.
I recognized the squiggles.
Oh man, I don't. What is it called? I don't know how to spell that, and I don't even know what it's called, but I know the scene.
You've got the hint right there. You got the first two letters. It is tough writing in the mouse.
Have you ever?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this one.
The answer was Squid Lake.
Yeah, I would have guessed that.
How many
Squid Lake
people
is
got
the
it?
name.
You got Jackson got it.
I was going with Darth Plagueis.
Pickfest.
Oh,
Chase, it
What?
was your turn. You got to pick fast.
What happened? That's okay.
How do you pick?
It'll
It'll
present
pop
you with two choices.
I was
Okay.
watching the screen, not the website.
Jack.
DePaul, by the way, would you like me to frame this for you, or would you want to frame it yourself? If I do, it's just going to be a plain black frame.
Yeah, that's fine. Plain black flames, it's fine.
What the hell is
Oh.
this?
I know what it is.
I
Oh
get
crap.
what- I know what I'm looking at, but like. Oh.
Oh, what's the hint?
Wait a minute. What is her name?
Really?
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay, it's not a name. Okay.
How do you?
How do you request a hint?
I
Amberu.
tried to put one, but
God damn it.
I'm spelling them correctly. Oh, it was just Amperu. What do you mean it was just Amperu?
I put an arrow pointing to Aunt Peru.
I didn't see that.
And
part.
I drew hair, so
I
you,
spelled
it
them
would
both
seem
together.
gendered.
Well, I spelled them both together in so many ways. I felt like I wasn't spelling it right, so I had gone away from the screen to look up how to spell.
Yeah,
it.
I did Owen and Baru, Baru and Owen, Aunt Baru and Uncle Owen.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Squidward? Punisher?
The hanging slasher.
Whoa!
Oh,
To the eyes.
Oh,
that's
crap.
that's actually really good.
Yep. A little bit better than my OG.
Okay, Stanzy with the
Oh, I just did what you meant to.
illustration skills.
Rah.
Nice.
The answer, of course,
Ouchie.
was salad fingers.
Salad.
I love spoons.
That's-
Trust me. All right, what do we got? What do we got?
Ooh, look at that.
Wait, what? How did you get that?
Because I'm good.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah, nope.
I like that. I like that saddle.
J Money.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, man, I don't know what's it called.
Connor says cow.
Goodbye, J Money.
Well, they take Obi-Wan's horse.
Whose horse is this?
Yeah, I ain't got that one. Damn it.
I was gonna start drawing Jar Jar. P-Usa.
That was, yeah.
Yopi.
Paul.
Good luck.
All right.
Do I have to draw a picture?
Yep.
It looks like
Select it.
Can I draw a word or phrase?
You do what you got to do.
Looks like his Stancy wants me to put on the drawing glove.
Smell what the rock is cooking.
Jax's Diner.
Oh, okay. I have to spell out his whole name. I'm happy I didn't. That's the biggest challenge in this one. Do you have to spell out the whole name, or do they just put the first name?
We tried to simplify it as much as we could, so that even if you put the whole name, it would at least tell you you're close. You know.
That's good. Nice.
We tried to err on the side of caution.
Is there not like a
Made it very easy for everybody.
what? Oh, come on.
What were you typing?
Hondo Amnaka.
We had all of their full names in, and everybody was complaining. Okay.
Did it really not even say close or anything like that?
It was saying close, and I was like, is it HAN? Is it ONO? Why wasn't that one just Vader? Or Darth?
It could have been. All right, everybody got that one. Young got a Yopi and Hondo. Nice. Forward into the butt. Select.
Yeah.
Did we lose to Paul? I think we lost to Paul.
Uh-oh.
Rest in peace to Paul.
I got it entirely from that lightsaber. Come on.
Who's drawing right now? Oh.
Me. Get over it. Deal with it. Nerd.
When you look at the lightsaber and then you think about the answer, you're gonna be mad you didn't get it. It's all in the lightsaber hilt.
Why am I? No, I.
Ow.
Oh my goodness! I kept spelling it wrong, and I was like, "No, I know."
Oh Jesus! I spelled the wrong one.
Yeah, the second he drew the claw on the bottom of the lightsaber hilt, I was like, "Ooh, Gandhi."
Let's put on something that is more.
Yeah.
Stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What is this?
I'm so curious at what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I went through everything it could possibly be before that.
I gave you a big hint. All right.
You guys have been playing Destiny?
Yeah.
Yes.
I tried playing today and I could barely do anything because the expansions.
There are a bunch of like free ones. When it when it went free with New Light, there's a bunch of stuff, but it also like puts you on a lot of introductory quests that lead to stuff that then you need an expansion for. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not ever getting back into Destiny. Probably.
I hadn't played since before the first.
Yeah, I haven't played since 2
expansion.
came out.
Yeah.
Because I was more of an Anthem fan. I love Anthem.
I really did like Anthem.
Anthem is amazing. It's still a fun game to play. You gotta find people to play with you, which is very hard.
oh, DePaul's PC just shut off.
I put in Zero the HUD. I put in Jabba the HUD.
Yep. So I tried to draw both of them so people would be like, no, don't worry about it.
Let me get DePaul in here. Okay. 1 second. Welcome back to Paul.
This music slaps. Among Us.
I was like, that's Darth Sidious. I just drew it. Oh. It looks very different for a while.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
Among Us.
Choco, what did your brain see?
It looked
It looked like a wiener at first.
it looked like a minion holding a giant phallus. Like trying to peek over the top of it.
I see how you think. Good job to Young in the chat. DePaul, you can join back in. Oh, we can't hear you. No.
Man, I'm loving your details. Chase, those details, they help me so much with everything you do.
Yeah.
You throw a detail on there, and I'm like, I got it.
It's
I got
really
it.
good.
I also love the bucket.
How about now?
lightsaber.
Yep.
I like, he's a fan of the thick lightsabers. Come on.
The big beefy boys.
The big old, that doesn't make a hum, it makes a purr.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Choco's next to draw.
Designed for not only a Jedi, but also for pleasure.
Can't say it's ribbed though, can we?
Yeah.
No, Cal's is ribbed.
We've seen all kinds of strange looking lightsabers. I mean, hey, the shield that we got for Battle of Jeddah, that shield is awesome.
Salandra Show Shield.
Yeah, I love Shalander Show. That was such a fun character.
I was so scared.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Please don't. I was just like, please don't.
Save. Just please, come on.
What is this?
Oh.
Is that Doomsday?
Oh, why do you... Is that a Wampa? That's a Wampa.
Man, I hate how Star Wars spells shit.
What a...
Who the F is that?
Bro.
I don't know how.
Is that Plunk?
Oh,
Is there a Plunk or whatever? I don't know how to spell
I
that.
think you just gave me the answer.
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no idea how to spell it. 0.
I guess it was on Carplex. Okay, thank you guys for playing.
Don't judge my on-car plot. All right.
Wasn't bad actually.
I don't judge your uncar plot. I just judge the others for being too good.
That was fun as always, but yeah, that's just our, winding down. Let me find this.
I love that. Yep, young Simon Pegg. I can't remember his name.
I was trying to. I couldn't remember. I was like, I know he's based on a blobfish, so like, I guess draw a blobfish.
And they put it in a window.
All right. Why don't we start by? Go ahead, Chargo. What?
I put him in the window, but my mind went to the show Dinosaurs, where the boss was always in the little trailer. In the
All right. Why don't we start by going around and getting some plugs in there? We'll start with DePaul to start.
Well, DePaul, you can find me on Conspiracy Cantina on Tuesdays. And you want to be at this one because not only will we be talking about Star Wars and gaming, but we'll have some awesome guests, including some of the people here, as well as some people that you may know. And we will be announcing a couple of giveaways too. So you want to stay tuned. Varies from some really good stuff that you would want to get that has a good value on it. But
I thought you were going to say really good stuff to really, really bad stuff.
It's Tuesday, innit it?
It depends on how you look at
Tuesday.
it. So
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday on YouTube, Conspiracy Cantina. You can see my content too, when I do content, also on TikTok at Master DePaul.
Right on. And Chase.
Hi, you can find me on TikTok at Forward Into the Black, where I talk about Star Wars and Star Citizen.
Right on. And he's a pilot.
Working on it. Find me in the sky.
Clear skies. And Dexon.
Of course, you can find me at Dexon Download on TikTok and YouTube. Just recently had my own podcast, House of Holocrons, where we talked very in depth about Bad Batch. And we had Young on, so that was a really fun time. And then, of course, I am dropping a whole bunch of more figure reviews, videos, comic reviews, all kinds of stuff. And got a big one coming up about the dark side and how it's against the Sith almost, if you think certain points of view.
Nice.
Yeah, right on. Shout out to Young in the chat also, who said 1/4 portion. I'm giving this out for free. If anybody's looking to create a podcast right now, 1/4 portion is a very good podcast name. Choco, any last thoughts? Any announcements? Anything like that?
I mean, every time we get Dex and Download, I just picture flying a pterodactyl through the vacuum of space. Just thank you guys for coming on. It's a lot of fun to play games, hang out with proper geeks. It's always amazing. So appreciate
that was
y'all.
Connor, sorry.
As well as shout out to the More of Us podcast with Young in the chat. So.
Which reminds me, there it is, right there. And DePaul, since you guys are back, let me know with that graphic.
I get that to you, yes.
Yes, it was Connor who said 1/4 portion. Sorry, Young. But you did just say it in your last chat. It is, in fact, coming out of your words, or coming out of your mouth. K Stanzi, thank you for joining us for the Pictionary. Connor, thank you for stopping by, and thank you guys also for calling in. Daxon, Kenny, who's back to work, and Chase for calling in. This is a new format we've been doing for the last several weeks, and it has bore fruit. Lots of people calling in, not only to compete, and real fans would know, because we know you guys love that game. You guys love it.
It's worse than Mario Party for destroying friendships.
It's
But
Chase is fingering the eject seat button on his cockpit right now.
But we do love that people are actually calling in and stopping by. I mean, it makes it easier for us, so that we don't have to book guests every other week. We just kind of welcome people on if they want to be on. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you guys for being on. Thank you to the chat for hanging out. But that will be the end of this episode. On to the next one.
For Light and for Life,
we are all the Republic.
may the Force be with you always.